everyone. I just want to come with another segment of my life. I hope yours not like it, but everybody has to be happy with what they got because it could be worse. Now, this is a message I got. This was back in 2021. I got this from my sister. We was going through it. We was going back and forth on Facebook, not really Facebook, but her somebody in her family was on my Facebook page. And I said something, and then she said something, and then I said something about her getting all these abortions. And then this is when she gonna send this to my phone, okay? And talking about you are still a crackhead. I ain't smoked no crack in 15 years, I think it is. And then when she said something about molested your daughter, Jada, with your girlfriend, and that was why, yeah, oh, okay, she was with the white streak. I had a friend that had a white streak. And, and, and don't forget you've been in prison to Marysville. Okay, I did 2 stunts in Marysville. Yes, I did. No more than 18 months. Got out in less than a year. And, uh, And so if you want to throw punches, you can throw punches and put this up. I'm like, you know what? I will. And I did. And when I did that, her granddaughter, no, first her granddaughter gonna say, oh, we all know what you did. So this is the farthest thing from my mind, what she said about molesting. I'm like, oh my God. I thought she was talking about an incident um that they claim I burnt my daughter, but she had did it. And see, okay, I thought that's what she was talking about. But then my sister Val gonna send me this message. And I'm like, oh my God, she been telling her kids and her grandkids that I molested my daughter, which is a bold-faced, evil ass lie. Now, where she got that lie from, only person I can think of is my daughter, Latrice. Told her that lie, because who else? But I could be wrong. Could be my other daughter or my other sisters. I don't know how she could have got that in her head. Somebody had to tell her that, okay? Or she just made this up. I don't know. But why, how can somebody say that lie if you did hear something like that? If somebody came to me and said, "Yeah, so and so molested her daughter," I'm like, "Okay, I'm not going to believe nothing you say. I'm going to ask her, and I'm gonna say so and so told me that." But why? Why? And then she said something like, "Well, that's why I don't let you around my kids because it's some old mess like that." And I'm saying, then she talking about that's right. That Glenn and Diane. Oh, Gwen. Okay, that's my other sister. I guess she was, using the microphone when she wrote there. They both know why you always talked about me and nobody else. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. She ain't the only one I said something to. And we all talked about her. Everybody in the family did not like her because she was a tattletale. She was a daddy's girl. She was a favorite. She was light skinned. She was like, uh, everybody believed everything she said. She the one that would. I remember finding a note that she wrote to my mom telling her something I did. I'm like, ain't this about nothing? So everybody thinking she's the only rat. She's the only telltale. So whatever all the things she do, ain't nobody going back telling because we weren't built that way. And then we already knew if we did tell, they ain't gonna believe nobody. you know. And then this is something by my daughter that why would she say that to me? And to this day, we haven't talked. Okay, we don't talk. She recently had a grandbaby. She didn't even tell me my grandson was expecting a baby. Didn't even tell me. She sent pictures to my niece, and my niece sent me the pictures. I deleted the pictures because I don't even want to have anything to do with it. You know, you're gonna do me like that after them was my babies for a long time before they got taken by the children's services and went to stay with their grandmother that didn't have anything to wouldn't let them have anything to do with their other grandmother, me. So they just don't have anything to do with me at all. They wouldn't even tell us that they was having a baby. Now that's hurtful. This is some hurtful stuff. And I hope nobody has to go through this, but I'm sure they are. And when she said you never loved me, that's why I don't know how. That's weird. That is really weird. All the things that we have been through, we done went to parties together, we done went to bars together. I done stayed at their house. They done stayed at my house. We done got high together. We done got drunk together. We done I done went broke for her. I went out and got all these furniture. I furnished her whole apartment. I knew somebody was getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And you know what? I went and got broke going to get a truck to move that stuff to her house. And what she do? She got rid of all of it and went and got some renter center stuff and wind up losing the renter center stuff. And and I know she got some issues. She bipolar and everything. But like I said before, if you dealing with mental illnesses or something that's keeping you from being wholesome with the family, go get some treatment. Don't be ashamed because the family should be the most important thing in the world. But evidently, in her mind, she thinks I've never loved her. Mind you, um, I do. I always have. That was I took, but she moved out. She moved out when she was like 13 because she'd rather go stay with her sister that already had a bunch of kids living, on Section 8, but she'd rather go live with her and help her take care of her kids and quit school. So, and at that time, I was on the pipe. They didn't listen to me. I'm already dealing with low self esteem and everything else, you know, down in myself. So I was like, go ahead, go stay with your sister if you want to. I'm not going to try to fight it. So that's where she went. My first my first four kids, they all left before the age of 14 because my family turned them against me. My family told them they don't need to listen to me because I'm not living my life right. Okay? Now, mind you, every last one of my mother and father's kids is all effed up, and their kids are effed up. Okay? Nobody graduated. Nobody married their baby daddies. All the grandkids got illegitimate kids all over the place. None of the grandkids are married, except one that got married after she had 6 kids. And they want to talk about me. Well, this right here, this is how a family should be. Now, if you don't treat them right, they will go from school to jail. And that's what happened to our kids. Mostly all the boys in the family went from school to jail. And I have one in jail now. So please stop listening to lies. If you hear something, ask about it. Find out if it's the truth. Because you could be having your kids and your grandkids and great grandkids believing a lie. And it's a shame that these kids, my sister's kids, can't know their cousins because the mama and the daddies don't get along. And that's the way it was with my immediate family. I don't know any of my aunts and cousins and uncles and nephews and nieces and stuff because they all hate me. We all hate each other. I should say. For some reason, my parents and I just realized too that a lot of people in my immediate family didn't like my father. I can't name one person in my family that liked my father. And I'm learning all this now. And I kind of figured it when I was younger. But anyway, everybody love one another and help one another. Let's be a wholesome family again so we won't have this tragedy and these lives lost because they don't know each other. Thank you for listening. Time for some radical talking. I was just listening on the radio that the tension is getting high over the Taiwan visit from the House Speaker. And this one guy was saying that is a sure way to start World War III. And you know what I say? Bring it on. Destroy the earth. Only the strong will survive. And maybe the ones that survive will build a better world for everyone. Because I'm sure a lot of us are tired of being under this constant threat of annihilation by these people that don't have a clue what they're doing because their brains are in their ass.